Today, we're making a chicken Parmesan soup. It has all the great flavors of the typical chicken Parmesan, but it comes in a cozy bowl. Let's make it together. Begin by making some croutons. And one of my money-saving tips, anytime we have ends of bread, I throw them all into a big Ziploc bag and they go into the freezer. If you're new here, I freeze a lot of stuff. I try not to have any food waste in my kitchen. And so all of these little ends, they're perfect for doing things like this. So we're gonna cube it up. We're gonna make the soup in the deep covered baker today in the microwave. If you prefer to do this on the stovetop, you absolutely can. In that case, you could make your croutons in the air fryer or you could do them in the oven. So to this amount here, I'm adding just shy of a tablespoon of the garlic and herb rub. So delicious. And then I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of olive oil right over the top. Okay, give everything a toss. And you're gonna put it in the microwave for 3 to 4 minutes, stirring every minute, just to make sure everything gets rotated, and they'll be crispy and brown after 3 to 4 minutes. They're all done. So now you're going to just remove them and put them on a tray so that we can make the rest of the soup right in the same pan. We need 1.5 cups of cooked chicken for this recipe. You can dice it up, but you know what? I love using my electric twist and chop because it kind of shreds it, and I think it makes it ideal for soup. So imagine even doing this with leftover chicken for things like chicken salad or I don't know, what else would you use chopped up chicken for? It really has a nice texture for what we want. So what I did earlier today is I had a whole chicken, I put it in a deluxe multi-cooker with 4 cups of water. I cooked it for half an hour and then did natural release. It gave me all the chicken I needed for this recipe, plenty of broth that I'll use for this recipe and others, and I even had extra chicken for other meals. That is an economical way to prepare chicken for something like this. So, whoop, turns on quick. Let's go ahead and let this mince up. That's it. Okay, it's nicely chopped. If you like to have chunks of chicken, do it with a knife, but I think you'll agree that this recipe is fantastic when it's small like this. So we'll go ahead and just dump it all right into the into the deep covered baker. So did you know that all of the stoneware is microwave safe? It can go in the microwave and in the oven, and the pieces that have been created since September of 2020 are dishwasher safe. You can wash them with soap. You can, preheat them. So there's lots of ways that you can use these. This particular piece, I have a huge document. It's a PDF. It's about 60 pages long, full of recipes for your deep covered baker. So if you don't have that yet, just message me and ask me and I'll send it to you in an email for free. I've got the rest of the garlic and herb rub, 2 tablespoons. We'll throw that in. I've got a can of diced tomatoes with garlic and onion. We will add fresh garlic to this recipe. My cloves are fairly small, but that's okay. Because of all that garlic rub in there, it'll be perfect. And I didn't peel them, I just stuck them in there, give it a squeeze, and then on the inside, all you have is the skin, okay? It pushes it all out. You can use the little tool. I'll encourage you not to use a knife that you're chopping with to scrape off the bottom. Use this. Because this is not metal, it's not gonna scratch up the bottom of your garlic press. All right. And then we'll add a whole jar of spaghetti sauce. The recipe says 2 cups, just use the whole thing, it'll be good. I'm partial to the Rao's brand. It's delicious. It's a little pricier, but it doesn't have as much sugar in it. So I appreciate that. So take your jar opener, if your hands are on the weak side, make sure it's flat and not tipped. And then you can easily open your jar just like that. Okay, so pour it all over the top. And then I've got my 1.5 cups of chicken broth. Here's my little trick for you. Dump in some of that broth. That helps me clean my jar. I don't want to waste any of it. This stuff is not cheap, but it is so delicious. Okay, and then we'll pour in the rest of the broth. And just give everything a little stir. It's gonna go in the microwave for about 11 minutes. These oven gloves are amazing for your air fryer, but it's also wonderful for the microwave. Because you've got good grips, it makes it easier to lift that deep covered baker into your microwave without slipping. So if your deep covered baker with food in it feels a little heavy to you, just put it in without the lid and then put the lid on separately, and that way you'll carry it in 2 pieces. It just came out and it smells amazing. Look at that steam. So this is chicken Parmesan soup. So we need to add some Parmesan. I've got 1 ounce of grated Parmesan. I grate my Parmesan in the deluxe cooking blender. It makes it really, really fine. And so we're just gonna give it a little stir. So we're ready to serve. Get yourself a good ladle of soup. And I've got some mozzarella cheese here. I pulled this out of the freezer too. I just let it sit in the bowl on the counter while this was all cooking, and it's all thawed and ready. Grab yourself some of those croutons, put them on top, and if you want another little bit of cheese, there you go. So this is a great new twist on chicken Parmesan. I hope you'll give it a try. I promise your family will love it.